Traders, what is going on with the Japanese yen? Let's take a look. Welcome to Simply Forex. If you want to improve as a trader, then you're definitely in the right place. Each week, I'm going to give you easy to follow trade ideas, tips, and advice so you too can succeed at trading. And if you stay till the end of the vid, I'm also going to give you all of my trade ideas for today. And if that sounds like a plan, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and smash the like button, guys. Gracias, merci, shukran. So let's start with the crazy yen. I'm saying the crazy yen because yesterday, guys, if we drop down to the H4, we just had this yen weakness, right? Literally just come out of nowhere. There was this real volatile move on all yen pairs, and it was yen weakness, right? And you know, nobody knows where that came from, right? You'll have all the analysts come out of the woodwork now saying, oh, that was this, right? Truth of the matter is they didn't see it coming. No one saw it coming. It was just some real strength, real weakness in the yen, right? So it is what it is. You can't plan against that, right? You can't think, oh, I know this Japanese news is coming out later. You didn't know that was coming out, right? So you cannot plan for it. Don't beat yourself up if it, took out a stop loss or maybe it even helped your trade, right? But what we can do is analyze what the charts are looking like now, right? So the thing with yen is I'm getting such mixed messages across different yen pairs, right? So we're going to take a look at a couple of examples, right? And if we look at US dollar yen, if we just look at the day chart, right, I would suggest we're in an uptrend, right? We're in an uptrend. We're getting nothing but buying candles, and this is all leading to yen weakness, right? We are at the moving average 20 now, which I'm conscious of, but we are seeing yen weakness, okay? And if anything, we could probably take this up to here, right? So that would potentially be a trade idea for the day to buy US dollar yen back up to this level, right? And another yen pair that would agree with yen weakness is pound yen, right? Pound yen, there's this key support and resistance level through here where price has reacted many times before. And again, I would suggest it's a little bit subjective, this, but you could say that we're in an uptrend, okay, with pound yen here, and we are getting bullish candles, right? The bullish candles is not subjective. They are all bullish candles. You could argue that structure is like this and we're still in a downtrend. But either way, pound yen has broken out of the moving average 20, broken out of this grey resistance level, and buyers are in control, right? So US dollar yen, pound yen would suggest yen weakness is here to stay, right? And we can trade it. But, right, if we look at euro yen, right? If we look at euro yen, this is telling me on the daily chart that we have an excellent selling opportunity, right? We was in this downtrend. Okay, we're literally at the moving average 20 in a downtrend, and we've had, a bit of a wick rejection here, although this is still quite a bullish candle, right? I wouldn't start selling this, but what I'm saying is that this is at a really nice level for sells. Okay, so that would suggest yen strength. And then if we look at another one, let's look at Swiss franc yen. Right, this too is in a daily downtrend. Okay, and we're at a really nice level of support and resistance, right? And again, it's not a bearish enough candle. Yesterday's candle's not bearish enough for me to start selling, right? I would need to see a bearish candle form here on the daily. But this level with the moving average 20 as well and this resistance suggests we can start selling Swiss franc yen, and that's yen strength. So for all of those reasons, right, I do like US dollar yen buys, right? But apart from that, because of all of this contradictory information with yen pairs, I am going to stay a bloody way from them. Okay, so all yen pairs today, I'm just going to give it another day and let's see what the market brings us and see what more information the market gives us about yen pairs. And guys, I would love your opinion on the yen, right? So please don't forget to leave a comment. Tell us what you're seeing with any yen pairs. Perhaps you're in a yen trade, you maybe like a yen trade. Please let us know in the comments below, guys, right now. So that's yen. And then with regards to my trade ideas, so stay tuned, guys. I'm going to give you all of my trade ideas now. There's not a lot setting up in the market, but we're going to give you a couple of trades that I am looking at, okay? And before I do, guys, if I could please ask everyone to subscribe and smash that like button. Also, guys, if you haven't already, please come join our trading community, right? It is free. So come join our free Discord channel. You've got traders there. You can have a chit chat, share knowledge, trades, ideas. Come check it out. Also, guys, I have had a couple of places open up on my mentorship program. If you would like to be coached one-on-one by myself, then drop us an email and we can give you the details of the mentorship program. All right. Pound Swiss franc. We like this. We still like this. I'm still in this trade for 20%. Okay. We had a nice trade yesterday on this. And again, if we just follow the day chart, right, a bit scruffy in here, but we're in an uptrend, right? We're getting higher highs, higher lows, 100% in an uptrend. And we've got all this nice room to move into back up to here, right? So that's the day chart, guys, right? And even yesterday's candle, look at the bottom of the wick. It's bigger than the top of the wick, right? The top of the candle. So that suggests buying as well. And I'm going to take a quick look at the weekly chart because I really like the weekly chart. We are in an uptrend stroke range. And what we're trying to do is come from the bottom of the range back to the top of the range, which makes perfect sense, right? And everything I show you guys is very logical, price action driven. You know, don't overcomplicate trading, right? Look at what the market is telling you, the chart is telling you, and trade accordingly, right? So pound Swiss franc weekly and daily telling me to buy. If we drop down to the H4, okay, I mean, you know, will this give us another entry, right? So I entered in here yesterday, okay, stopped down here, and I've taken some profit here, taken 80% profit. And I'm letting 20% run because it has so much free air to move into. Now, what I would be looking for, guys, is potentially just a small retrace, even just into here, you know, or even all the way back down to here would be great. Okay, moving average 20 catches up. But I just want to see a retrace. And once I get that retrace and I get, you know, some bullish reactions, I will start buying pound Swiss franc. Okay, I will add to my position. So that's the first trade for today. And the only other trade for, actually, I'll show you one other trade as well, is Canadian dollar Swiss franc, right? Now, the problem with this one is, guys, that it is against daily trend. But let's take a look at the weekly. Because on the weekly, we were in this range, and then bang, right? Breaking these highs with this candle, we're in an uptrend. And now price has retraced all the way back down to these lows, and these lows are holding. So we are still in a weekly uptrend. I can see the sun coming in. If my face looks like, if I look like Skeletor all of a sudden, do you remember Skeletor and He-Man? Used to love that. Then you know why, guys. The sun is shining. Not to rub it into all the UK massive where it is bloody freezing. So weekly's still looking good, guys. And this level's really important. If it broke that level, not interested, right? Of course. Now, if we drop down to the day chart, look at the reaction we're getting at this level, right? We pinpointed this support level, bullish candle, and I would suggest a little bit more room to move into back up to here. So my target would literally be here. All right, so what we're going to do on the lower time frames, we are going to wait for an entry. If we drop down to the H4, you can see, right, there's this level through here. Okay, what was once resistance, yeah, when it breaks, which we have, becomes nice support. So if we get a retrace into here somewhere, moving average 20 catches up, I think we've got a nice trade back up to here. And yeah, I was umming and ahhing to show you this trade, guys, but yes, I'm going to. Yeah, and because it's Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, right? But the problem is the daily candle hasn't finished forming. And my number one rule is wait for the candle to finish forming. But we've had some really good Aussie dollar news, okay? And while I talk about that, let me show you, right? So this is this, you know, really good Aussie dollar news we have. So Aussie dollar's been flying this morning, right? We've had some great employment data come out, okay? Also worth pointing out, right? This is important, guys. Yeah, we are looking at Swiss franc pairs, right? We're looking at pound Swiss franc, Canadian dollar Swiss franc. We have the Swiss franc interest rate decision. So don't really do anything until this has come out. You could even do a news straddle. If you're wondering what the hell is a news straddle, come join the free Discord. So we've got that. And also, guys, just to point out, it is a big news day, right? We've got the ECB interest rate decision as well. You know, everyone's cutting rates, right? Yeah, and we've got more US data later. It's just a big news day, guys. But we're interested in that Swiss franc, right? Interest rate decision. But back to my Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar trade, right? On the day chart, okay, we have had this big bullish move up because of that Aussie dollar strength. Okay. Now, we are in a downtrend. Okay. And this level is the level, right, where structure could change. So if this level holds, right, and we get a bit of a bearish wick, I would be looking to sell Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar back down to here, right? So it's a big, you know, like I say, we should really wait for the daily candle, and I probably will. But I just wanted to point it out that it's at such a nice level. If we drop down to the H4, you can see this level running through here, right? You can see this level running through here. So if I start to get a breakdown of maybe H1 structure in here, let's take a look at the H1, which is looking very unlikely, to be quite honest. If we get something like this and then we get a break of H1 structure, then Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar will be interesting. All right, guys. So yeah, those are all of my trades. I hope you can still see me. The sun is coming in. Don't forget to join me for the live stream today, guys, 7 a.m. New York EST time. Get all your questions ready for me. Don't forget to smash the like button, and I'll see you later, guys.